Yo, what's going on, everybody? So welcome back to another webinar. So today I'm going to be going over GJ, gold, and the S&P 500. Or this is silver, my bad. The S&P 500. So let's start with gold. So gold is actually starting to kind of play out what we discussed about yesterday, where we. My bad. Can everybody hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So just like what we were talking about yesterday, once gold started to actually break under this area, what we have to do is wait for a pullback. Now, where could we possibly find the highest probability trades? This is something that we use market structure, supply and demand, support and resistance, all in a combination to look for those highest probability trades, which again, we want to put risk behind to, again, decrease our risk and maximize our reward at the same time, looking for those best risk reward ratio potentials. So that area is this 1960 area. This is the level I wanted to see price actually give me a pullback to before actually looking to go short. So with 1960, gold is actually approaching the 1960 area. Now, when it comes down to support and resistance, supply and demand, you have to take in these three general concepts: touch, gap, and overlap. So right now, I wouldn't necessarily look to short gold, although it is rejecting this 1960 area. I would like to see probably another retest here, maybe on this hour time frame, look for that double top to then look to go short. So even if I take a short position based off like a double top around this area with my stop loss, let's say at about 40 pips, and I target this low down here, that's still 5 times my risk. So risking 40 pips for a potential, let's call it 200 pip gain. Again, I want to see that rejection again, that retest of 1960 before actually looking to go short for two main reasons. One, it's only 9:30, and London session is when we start to see real volume in the market, because you have to remember, if you take a trade now, you got to remember the daily candle is not going to close until tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. So you have all of those hours of fluctuation. So I'm not too inclined to just kind of want to jump into the first rejection I see, because we could definitely see 2 or 3 more rejections throughout the rest of the trading night, so the trading day tomorrow, with gold rejecting this 1960 area. So I would really like to see another retest of 1960 before actually looking to go short, which again, I'll probably be paying attention mainly to this hour time frame. I'll look for price to actually come up and give me some form of a rejection candlestick, such as this one, and then that's probably when I will take that short position. Now, GJ is actually giving us a little bit clearer, I don't want to say clear direction, but we could potentially see a setup on GJ. We can already identify that over here we have our current market structure highs. So if we're going to continue to look to buy GJ, what we could actually look for is a break, retest, and look for price to kind of go up from there. So that's really the only thing I'd expect to look to take a position from GJ. Only thing is, you guys got to keep in mind, GJ is still in the middle of this very big impulse. So I wouldn't put big risk behind GJ as of right now. I'd kind of just be doing small trades here and there, nothing too long term, just because, again, GJ is in the middle of an impulse, right? The goal is to kind of catch the move before the move actually happens. So now with the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is playing out perfectly how we kind of discussed yesterday. So notice with this 4-hour candlestick, price actually ended up closing above our level of support over here, our previous level of resistance. So this is the break, and then we have 2 retests of our level of support here. So I'm currently long on the S&P 500, and I'm going to be expecting price to come up to here. If you missed out on this clean break and retest setup, then realistically, you really only have 2 options here. Just look for a break and retest of this area and look for price to come up to here. Or you could potentially wait for price to come back down, give you maybe some sort of another retest, and then look to buy from that point on. As long as price maintains above this higher low point here, I'm going to expect the S&P to continue to trade higher. So I'm going to continue to hold my long position, and I'm going to look for price to come up into 45.14. But literally kind of clean as day setup. We spoke about this setup yesterday for everybody who was in the previous webinar or who was able to see the recording. So that is going to be the breakdown for tonight. Let me know what questions you guys actually may have. Why the S&P and not US 30? It's just personal preference, to be honest. I just find that the S&P 500 moves a little bit cleaner than US 30 at times. So, anybody have any questions, anything they want me to go over?
Yeah. So, you can go first, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro. What was your entry on the S&P 500?
So I actually have two entries. I have an entry from this point on here, and then I have another entry at this point here.
I see.
Bro, do you think you could go to AU real quick? So I took a long yesterday, last night actually. Let me tell you what was my entry. 74, 194. And I was aiming for the high of, let me see, right here. Like 74, 740. I was aiming for my targets. And it was already over a 2-1. Do you think I got a little greedy there, like aiming so high? It was already a 2-1 before like that. Like it was like, oh, like what? Let me see. Like it was a 2-1 down here. So it could have been like another extra 25 pips, 30 pips.
Well, I would have looked to target like this area right here.
Yeah, that's what I noticed after. I was like, damn, I should have targeted there and just not have gotten so high.
This
So
candle.
do you think I got greedy, or do you think I should have just?
Do I think you got greedy? No, because you have to determine the target before you place the position.
Yeah.
Live risk. So do I think you got greedy? No. But at the same time, you know, if your target's here, then you should have looked to gotten out here. Because you said you went long at 74, 194. So
yes, sir.
That's like right here. Or is it here?
Yeah, around there. Yeah, around there. Like at 3 a.m. last night, like when London opened, I saw like a nice rejection. Then I took an entry off of 15, 30 minute.
You went long here. Your stop should have been at least down here.
Yeah, my stops were, let me tell you exactly right now, they were 15 pips.
They should have been like right here. At least under this low. This is where your stop loss should
Yeah, I'm still in there right now.
You're still in the trade?
Yeah, it's still floating right there. So I'm gonna see how it plays out tonight, because I think I got greedy in myself, bro. I feel like I should have just taken my 2-1, because I saw it. It was almost gonna hit like a 4-1. I was like, oh my gosh.
This should have been your target right here, and you should have been in the trade by now.
Okay, awesome. Just wanted to know that. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.
Especially with the break of this 30-minute low, it's a little bit. It's definitely sketchier to continue to hold the position because price looks like it could flip over and continue going down. The only thing is that your entry should still be a profit if you bought right here. So you could,
yeah, it is.
You could move it to break even, try and risk it, or you could secure almost that 1-1.
Yeah, it's still at a 1-1 right now. So I was thinking of just closing out a 1-1 and just seeing what happens tonight.
I mean, you can see what's up.
I bet. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hey, Raul.
Good.
What was your stop loss on the first S&P 500 trade you took?
You mean right here?
Yeah.
So like in the middle between these candlesticks here. So the first position almost did get stopped out by like a few pips.
Yeah. I took the same trade, but I think my stop loss was a little too tight. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, what are you looking for gold tonight? I just got here now.
I'm looking for another retest of 1960 before I go short.
Okay, 1960?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think
What?
I remember you saying that you know, like if the blue is over the blue SMA is over the red SMA on like the 4 hour, the daily, that we should be looking to buy. But sometimes I'll see the opposite and we're going for the opposite, if that makes sense. Like you see how you say you're waiting for price to retest 1960 and then you're gonna short?
Yeah.
But the blue SMA is over the red SMA. Like, does that matter all the time?
Price is currently trading under the red SMA though.
So it's what price is, not necessarily where the SMAs are.
It's kind of a mix because at this point in time, you should have only been looking to buy, right? Look how far apart the SMAs are. This one's pointed upward, this one's pointed upward, and price is trading above. You fast forward to today's price action, right? And price is trading under it currently. Let's see, hold on.
Okay. Thank you.
Yo,
Yo, quick question, bro.
Yeah.
So I saw your YouTube video on S&P 500. So I see you took 3 trades. How much did you risk on each setup?
What do you mean? How much did I risk on each setup?
Like percentage-wise, did you risk the same percentage on each of the 3 entries that you took on S&P 500, or is it different amounts?
It was an overall risk of I believe 6-7%.
Okay, all right, I see.
Yeah.
And the other question, so what are you doing? Like, for example, like I see the S&P 500 later did the breakthrough to the upside, and then will show a valid bullish engulfing, but it's out of as Asian in session. I think it happened. In that situation, you just not take the trade, or what?
It depends, because sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But I mean, it ultimately just always.
Gotcha, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just know that volume is gonna, when market session does come, volume is what's gonna push price in my favor or against me.
Oh, okay.
It just depends, and it depends if I'm swing trading or not either.
All right. All right. Cool, bro. Appreciate it.
Raul, bro.
Yep.
For the gold, you say you probably look to go shorts on it, right?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask that cause I scaled up to the daily chart, and I seen that gold was probably coming up on like a area of support, like right there, like what you think about that, that area right there?
This area right here is resistance. So 1957 to about 1963, let's call it, right? Price is trading under resistance right now. So broke under, it could be a pullback for the retest, and then this candlestick could continue to go lower. So as long as price is trading under resistance, I'm going to look to maintain my short bias. But once price starts breaking above, then I'll wait for the retest to look to go long.
Oh, I see. So you just, yeah.
Yeah, because you got to remember, when it comes down to supply and demand supporting resistance, it's a zone. If price is under it, you're going to look to sell. If price is above it, you're going to look to buy.
Yeah, so it just broke lower. So like that's just I get it.
Yep.
Raul, can you look at GU?
So GU actually went long from support yesterday. So at this point in time, I mean, GU broke above this area here. Check the daily. It's a weekly look like. I mean, the thing is, GU so far is still kind of maintaining this bearish structure, right? I would probably, the thing is, this signal right here is telling me long, along with this signal here, where you have a double bottom off of support. So GU could definitely go up, but then you're met with daily resistance right here, or previous daily lower high point, because this is a descending wedge pattern. So you could see GU actually continue and break to the downside. The only thing that's concerning is this huge buy signal. So with GU in a situation like this, I would actually wait. I wouldn't even touch it. I'd look for another.
Yo, Raul.
It's good.
I have two things to say. First, I want to wish happy 420 to the DTI family, to everybody. And second things, I want to ask you, if I got in a trade in GJ at 167, what will be your target?
That's the thing. So you got in a trade on 167, which is here. I target 168.356, which is our previous high.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yep. So anybody else have any other questions?
Yo, hey, bro, can you break down US 100 for me, please?
It's a NAS 100?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I mean, the thing with NAS is, if we look at NAS on this daily time frame, what we have again is very similar to S&P 500, where it was forming lower lows, lower highs, until at one point it actually just formed a low, broke this market structure, the result of a higher high, then actually pulled back. So with the break of structure, we could potentially expect this to be the first higher low and our first or the third leg in a 3-leg extension. We look at the 4-hour time frame. What we have is this market structure where you have support here, you have this structure high here, and then we have price actually break above these structure highs, make new highs, and reject the previous structure highs. And those previous structure highs actually hold as a level of support, and price is rejecting that area. So I would expect NAS to come up into this area here. I wouldn't take a trade on NAS unless we see a clear break above, a retest, and then look for price to come up into our next structure highs, which is up here.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Raul. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I want to see if you could check US 30 real quick. I have a question about a candle on the 1-hour frame that kind of like faked me out. I feel. See that doji at the 9 o'clock, that rejection wick.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. So like I was looking for a long, but then that shit kind of spooked me. Like what would you have done with that long ass wick right there? That rejection.
It is. I wouldn't have taken a trade here because looking at the hour time frame or the 30-minute time frame, you're taking a trade in the middle of what I like to call a highway where we have clearing traffic. The only place I would have looked to take a trade on US 30 would have been either this yellow line right here or maybe even at this area over here, how price is kind of acting as support here. So if you didn't take a trade here or you didn't take a trade here, I wouldn't have even thought about trading in this area because it's so close to this resistance level.
All right.
So, and I mean, looking at US 30 now, it's clear as day what you should wait for, what you got to look out for. Wait for the break of these highs, wait for the retest, and look for price to come up into our next highs, which is up here.
All right, cool.
Hey, Raul, can you check silver real quick?
What about it?
I'm looking at shorts, but I'm trying to like figure out from where. I see shorts from about 25.23.
Like you see shorts from here?
Up some more. Up.
25.23. That's like 25.23 is like right here.
I mean 25,400 area up there.
Right
yeah.
Here?
I got pulled back from there, then shorts into the new daily, into that daily.
Right here.
Because it broke under, so I'm trying to think, would it pull back to there, or did it already have it pull back?
I mean, what do you think?
I think it's gonna pull back a little bit more. But I'm trying to I don't know where though. So that's my question.
So what do you do in a situation where you're looking for a pullback?
Fib.
Not even the fib. You identify where your nearest resistance level is.
Okay.
So where's your nearest resistance level?
Would it be kind of where it's at right now?
I would no. I would say our nearest resistance level that's more major would be kind of like this entire area right here.
Okay.
So I'd wait for a pullback into this zone and then look for price to come into our next zone, which is down here. Maybe.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Hey, Raul, I got a question about the course. You're not thinking about loading the new videos? Like you used to have like something empty, like scaled into it, trading something like that.
That video is up on the course.
No, it's not.
When's the psychology stuff going up?
We're still working on it. So we had a few delays. But yeah, once I was going to release like video by video, but I think I'm just going to release all of it once it's done.
Can you go over a confirmed break of structure or like support resistance?
Right here. You have a lower high and you have a higher high. So the break is right here.
How do you know if it's a break or if it's just testing?
Because this candle closed above and the following candlestick closed above.
Two candles.
Yeah, that's a break. Versus right here where this candle closed above, but this one closed right under. That's just a test.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to say like scale into a trade, something like that used to have.
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind. I got confused.
Bro, it's like in section 6 of the course.
Talking about scaling into an entry?
No, not that one. I already saw that one. But okay, it was by number. It was like part 9, then it's like part 10, part 11. But you had a blank. Then it jumped to part 12, like trading psychology. So to part 9, it jumped to part 12.
Let me see.
Like part 10, part 11 is missing. Maybe I thought you would load those videos someday in the future.
What part?
So like it's missing like part 10 and part 11. So it was like part 9.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, those videos actually were videos that were duplicate of other videos, so I had to take those down.
Okay.
Ro, I got a quick question on gold.
Yeah.
So earlier, I was looking this morning for gold shorts, but the previous 4-hour candles around like 8, 9 o'clock, they were bullish. So you see those three, kind of at the bottom, those three candles right there, bullish candles. And so I got into buys just because that third bullish candle closed.
Why would you get into buys?
Because just honestly, because those three bullish candles on the 4 hour.
These like 20 bearish candles.
Yeah, I see that. I see.
And not even just the candles. Compare the size of these candlesticks to these candlesticks.
Yeah.
The trend's your friend.
Yeah. You went against the overall flow. I mean, if you made money, then that's great, but that's not a trade I would have taken because you're going against this huge bearish momentum. Because taking a trade here, that could flip on you at any point in time.
Yeah.
A big candlestick like this could happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, Roll, I have another question if you're done, homie. I don't know if you was done.
No. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that was it.
All right. It might sound fucking stupid right now, but I cannot fucking figure it out how to put my stop loss on MT4. Can you show me? I always trade on CTrader. I don't know, MT4.
I'm sorry?
Can you just show me how to put my stop loss on MT4? Because I always trade on CTrader and I'm kind of fucked up right now. I cannot figure it out.
Je vais te le montrer, gros, t'as pas besoin.
Let's say this is your entry. You could just...
No, my stop loss.
Yeah, but let's say this is your entry. You could click, drag it, and that's it.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Oh, yeah, Raul?
Yeah.
I was looking to take buys on GU from the 1.304 area because, like, I identified that as, like, a 4-hour, like, play area,
Here?
like a 4-hour level. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, you know how it's, like, support and resistance in the past?
Are you talking about here? What you said, the 1.3?
GU 1.304.
Yeah, so right here,
1.304 on GU. On the 4-hour.
So here.
Yeah, somewhere there, yeah. That's how it was, like, support and resistance, like.
I mean, you could, but it's. Yeah, you could, but it's just I'd still be a little bit concerned. This is not a trade I'd put big risk behind for sure. I see it. The trade's valid. You have resistance, resistance, resistance. Look for that retest for it to go and for it to buy and go up from this area of previous resistance. You'd basically look for it to hold as support when you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I just wouldn't put like big risk behind this trade here.
So how far back do you go when you're drawing them, or do you just like look to your left when they're drawing like those 4 zones?
Well, what's relevant price action?
The most recent one.
Well, I would say all of this is relevant price action.
On the 4-hour, okay.
Yep. So
hey, Raul.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go on in AU right now, please. Yeah. Go to the 4 hourly. Yeah. So I'm looking to buy at 0.74. So what do you think about that? Yeah, go for it. 0.74.
You're looking at 0.74. So you're looking to buy down here.
Yeah.
Why are you looking to buy here?
Because if you see on the daily, price broke structure. So and made that huge bullish candle. Then on the 4 hourly, I'm seeing like its price is respecting that level, 0.74, and it's if it retests, it's gonna make kind of inverse head and shoulders. So yeah.
I wouldn't say price broke structure. I would say price is maintaining structure because you have high, higher low, higher high, and you'd anticipate this to be occurring higher low for price to go back up into this area here. If price would have broken structure, it would have broken this area, would have broken these lows here, and now you have new structure. Because if price would have break these lows down here, you no longer have bullish structure. What you now have is a high, a low, a lower high, and then let's say a lower low here. So I would say price is still maintaining this bullish structure, but I wouldn't say broke structure. Only thing is, like, you're looking to buy it down here practically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could wait for that.
So yeah, so what if you was trading like AU, what are you gonna look for?
If I were to trade AU, I would wait and see what price looks like probably during the next Asian session because I wouldn't buy right after price rejected these highs over here. So I'd probably wait for a little bit of a steeper pullback, maybe to these lows down here. But then it also raises the question, like, if price breaks under these lows, is it really going to reject this area of support? So I'd probably look for like some form of maybe a double bottom off this area, then look for price to go up from there.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Raul, too, real quick on the break and retest. So let's say like you're on the 30-minute. Like, how many times do you wait for it to like respect the area before you enter, or do you wait for like a pattern, like you said, like a double bottom, or?
Sometimes I'll enter off the first rejection. Sometimes I'll enter off the third rejection, which ultimately depends on the setup itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which S&P 500 chart do you use? Like which broker? Or not broker, but like which yeah.
It's FX. So
Yo, Raul.
Yeah.
Can you break down USD CAD?
Sure. I mean, looking at USD CAD on the weekly time frame, clearly there seems to be a shift in momentum because price is kind of consolidating here overall, but you do have weekly support here. But if you also look at like the candlestick formations and the wicks on this weekly time frame, what you have is high, higher high, and then we have this week break under the previous week higher low. So it seems like there's a shift in momentum here. You look at the daily time frame, what you have here is previous structure, which is now broken. You have also this break and retest setup of this level of support. So definitely things are looking bearish. The only thing is obviously you're not going to take a trade. You're not going to take a sell right at support. So you have really two options. Wait for a pullback to look to go short because I maintain my short bias unless price breaks above those highs on the daily. Or wait for that break, retest.
Good looks.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
It's not really a question, but I took a buy earlier, at NY Open at the same around like on gold at like 1942, strictly because that was like a previous area of support and shit like that. And then I seen the rotation. I got in on that first bullish engulfing. The first bullish, yeah. So I noticed that with my previous experience was going down, boom, 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 and the lows are getting higher, and then it shifts, it breaks that little, you feel me? And then so I got in, I closed when I seen it when the next bearish engulfing came. Like after that little run, when it hit the red line, I got out and then I waited for a retest. And then once I seen it hold the support again around 1945, I had jumped in again. And I had just closed my position. Even though it's out of support and stuff, but I definitely get your point as far as like major,
Yeah,
trend.
I wouldn't have even thought about buying because of all of this.
That's a fact though. Yeah, I like that. My zone's from like 1960 to like 1964 as well. 1962, 1964. Yeah.
So with that type of trade right there, that would be considered like a counter trend trade?
Yeah, which counter trend trades tend to get stopped out more than not. Yep.
Yeah, I took a sell when it was up there, but I just grabbed like 1 to 2 and that's it. That was like around 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, I didn't. Not that I wouldn't. I didn't take a position because I wanted to wait for price to reject 1960. Because any trade in between is something that's very risky because you're not like buying or selling at a major area of support or resistance.
But you wouldn't call that? You wouldn't call that area right there like 1948 all to the left? Because I've had previous situations in that area. That's specifically why I looked to jump in. And then we had that bullish engulfing with the wicks to the bottom.
Nah.
After I seen those wicks in the close, I was like, all right, then, and then
You could, but even then, like, you're fighting all of this.
100%.
Like, this is not just like a little bearish move. You're talking about this was a move from 2000 to almost 1950. Well, not almost 1950 to 1940. It's a huge move. Literally 600 pips.
Yeah, it was basically like a little counter trend. I didn't expect it to go up any further than 1962-ish.
Yeah. Because
I seen it broke under that area as well. Or no, at first I was like, I seen it break under 1948 and I was unsure if it was going to hold. But then once I seen that 4 hour and then I went down to the smaller time frames, like I'll hop in for, you know what I'm saying, quick.
Cool.
Hey, Raul, I got a last question. Should we trade tomorrow? Because I heard Powell's going to speak tomorrow.
It'll be super risky for sure. It's like high impact news.
Yes, he's like worse than NFP.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, could you break down GJ?
Basically what I said was I would simply look for a break and retest of these highs. If you want to see like the full breakdown, then you could go back into the recording when I post it. That's basically what I'd say on GJ. And even if you do take that break and retest of those highs, I wouldn't put big risk behind the trade just because price is so expensive right now.
GJ been so clean for buys, bro. So clean. Yeah. All he's been doing is breaking and retesting.
Yo, when do you get your 720?
I'm going to get it before the FX Summit. I was literally talking to the guys today.
That's going to be fire.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yo, bro.
What's up, bro?
Could you check out your GBP for me?
Well, what about it?
I was thinking about doing sells, just because on the higher time frames, it's pretty bearish. But not now, but soon. You know what I'm saying? Once price breaks, like
I see sells.
You see sells?
Yeah, from this point to this point, I see sells for sure.
Around like what area would you like? Once it breaks, pretty much like the next zone coming up, or
look to get into the trade. I would look to short within this area here, but this is literally the first time I've opened this chart up. So
would you wait for that retest to go to the yellow line, or would you just aggressive entry and then put your stop somewhere above? You know what I'm saying?
On this pair, I don't know because I've opened up the pair I liked before. So let's say like I do stop here, targets here, 2.7 for 44 pips. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You're talking about you're going to be waiting. Let's say this from this to this point was 5 days, right? So for you to even get 44 pips takes 5 days. Nah, bro.
That's horrible. That's how I felt about GJ because I was on gold and then I really didn't start looking at GJ until now, until we started doing webinars and shit like that and signals.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, damn, it's taking mad long, like 10 pips, like 2 hours. There's no volume.
Because you're used to trading gold.
I know.
Gold is the best.
GJ very clean now, but I definitely do fuck with gold.
Yeah. So, anybody else have any other questions?
Bro, way out of topic, but you ever been in a Tesla Model S?
I have never.
Dude, I never in my life thought like a car could go as fast as like maybe a Lambo.
I've been in a Model. Actually, I'm lying. I've been in a Model X Plaid or Plaid, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that's the X. That's the big one. But dude, the S, I got it right now as a loaner, bro, because I got my car getting fixed, bro. I'm about to just pull 150,000 out of my ass, bro, because this car is insane, man. Tell you, dude, the takeoff on this shit, dude, the pull on this, I hit my head the first time so hard. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I've never been in a Lambo. I don't even want to imagine how it is in a Lambo. Because this is just straight torque, so it doesn't stop. But oh my.
The Lambo is probably not anything.
I know you said you like the sound of the motor. That's why you don't fuck with the electric.
Yeah, electric is just too boring for me.
And you're gonna have to charge that shit. It's not like you can pull up to the gas station, put gas in it.
Yeah, bro, facts.
Hey man, I got a Wawa. I got like the Tesla superchargers like 2 seconds away. So it's like whatever. But I mean, dude, if you ever get in one, bro, get the chance to, bro. Get in it. You're gonna be kind of crazy out because I didn't think the cars were fast either. But once I did a little pull on the highway, I hit 100 like nothing, bro. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I know they're fast, but they're just boring.
Yeah, they are very boring. They're so basic. They're a basic car.
Yeah.
I mean, the boring company founder, made it. So
I mean, for $150,000, right? I'd rather buy GTR.
You're right. That's fine.
That's like the C8s, bro. The C06s and the 2LTs are going for like 150 and shit. It's just ridiculous.
It's crazy.
How long you been trading indexes?
Huh?
How long you been trading indexes?
Damn, I took a break for a few months, but I've been trading probably like 2 years. It's probably when I placed my first trade.
True.
So what the NAS is like US 30, you said, right?
Well, I mean,
or is it
index.
Huh?
Another index.
No, but I'm saying if I mess with US 30, you said you like something else that's cleaner.
To me, the S&P 500 or NAS 100 moves a little bit cleaner than US 30. I feel like people trade US 30 just because of the hype and the way the lot sizes work, depending on the brokerages. Other than that,
yeah, that shit looks.
What do you recommend? How do you recommend for let's say for people that are starting to trade, let's say haven't had like a year or two of experience, and then what do you recommend for them to hit like those indexes, like the S&P 500, US 30,
bro?
Just when you experience.
You can trade any pair at any time. The thing is, you don't want to be pair hopping too much because you want to get to how to read price on a specific pair and understand how that pair reacts to certain levels versus other pairs.
Yeah, I get you. I hear you out. Oh shit.
Hey Raul.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a video on how to properly backtest using TradingView?
It's not in my plans. I was going to do it at first, but I feel like what's more important is really understanding the psychological side of trading, and you're only going to get that through actually trading. So I might do a small video on backtesting, but I'm not going to be putting hours into backtesting in terms of like video content for backtesting, because at the end of the day, backtesting is not something that's very difficult to do. You grab your system and you pretty much go into replay mode and you mark off your trades like if you were actually trading them live. Or you could use a software like Soft Forex actually backtest that simulates live markets.
And you don't recommend that?
Yeah, you could. But
because I mean, it is real market at the end of the day. So you know what I'm saying. You could just go back a year or something, start at a month, and just you know what I'm saying, see what happens.
Yeah, you could. But again, like it doesn't teach you other aspects in trading, like patience, because you're just clicking through, right? Versus when you actually place a trade, like you could be trading the hour time frame, right? And from your point of entry to your target, 25, 26 candles could have passed by. But it feels like it's only been like 5 minutes because you're just clicking through versus you actually placing that trade and actually going through the patience stage, looking at the fluctuation of the P&L versus just looking at the end result of the trade.
Trust me, I know from that side because I'm already past. You know, me personally, I'm already past the more or less like, you know, that problem. But as far as replay, I'm new to it, so I found it pretty dope. You know.
Yeah.
But for sure, I get that emotion part.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yo, Raul, what could we expect from that boot camp?
Well, we're still finalizing everything with the team, so we're gonna drop more information on it in terms of like schedule and everything on Friday.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah. Just know it's gonna be like a 14, 15-day class.
Are you gonna give class every day or thinking?
No, we're gonna have a schedule, so it's not gonna be like every day back to back because we're actually gonna have to give our people like things to do first and then give them time to complete those assignments. Then there'll be another class.
Also, you're gonna do like homework.
We learn a lot better if we took time with the class instead of rushing through it every single day, like Monday through Monday, and getting the course done in like 2 weeks.
Because the information needs to be retained 100%.
Yeah, so imagine we're doing 3-hour-long classes every single day. You know, how much are you really going to learn? How much are you really going to be able to absorb?
Is it going to be recorded, like for the students that attend it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's why I ain't gonna lie.
And you're gonna do the webinar here too, so it's gonna be a lot of work for you.
That's fine. I don't have a problem working.
All right.
So, any other questions? Anything anybody wants me to go over before I end the webinar?
Nah.
Everyone's good?
All good.
I got one question.
Okay.
I've been through I guess all the videos on the DTI, and I'm gonna go through them again just to, I mean, you know, the more you go over them, I think the better. Are you gonna drop any new content or be adding any more just videos over anything?
In terms of technical analysis, no, because that's what the webinars are for. Because you have the core principles of technical analysis and understanding and reading price action, but all of the other content that's going to be added is basically just going to be psychology videos and webinars that are what that you're attending right now.
Okay, cool.
So you're not gonna put like a more Confluence video, like Confluence 3.0, 3.5, something like that?
Bro, you see that every day in the webinars. But like another like 40-minute long video, I don't find a point because we talk about like trading setups and everything every single day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were fucking there uploaded.
Does somebody have a question?
Hey, Raul. Hey, I know your broker is pretty good with the spreads, but how you go about dealing with like bad spreads if you had like another broker?
I mean, you gotta check what accounts they offer. Every broker offers different spreads, so you know, just pick the ones that you like and you're comfortable with using. Just remember, the lower the spreads, the higher the commission. So it's kind of like a sacrifice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, Raul, so this is about FMS. So when is all the updates and stuff gonna happen? And like when would you think payouts would start like heading out for people?
I want to say right once you see the launch, everything is going to be back up and running because everything is literally down right now. Like every single thing is down. So I would wait for it to just come back up. I don't want to give a time date, but I want to say probably within the next 30 days.
Okay, sounds good. So, do you recommend like any other funded companies that I could try out while FMS comes back up?
FTMO, my Forex funds.
My Forex funds. What about top tier?
You could try top tier as well. It's just, yeah, you could try them out as well. I just, wouldn't go crazy with the lot size.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything over like I right now I have only a 25K on FMS funded. And so I'm not trying to go anything over 50 or 100 right now. I'm trying to build up to that.
That's cool then.
I bet. Thank you, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be FMS anymore. It's rebranded. So, any last questions?
Yo, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, could you check out NZT JPY for me? I was thinking either if it breaks this monthly zone that's at, then buys, but I think it's gonna get rejected. It's gonna go for sell.
I wouldn't even touch it.
You wouldn't touch it?
No, just because of where it's trading at. I mean, you could look for a buy from this 4-hour area, but momentum is slowing down on the daily here.
That a bullish flag right there too, or you don't believe in those?
So, you have a clear break, and then price holding and support. So you could look to go long from this area, but then the only thing would be like, where would you target next? Because price is clearly very high. Maybe around here. That's yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So, any last questions?
What percent would you like to make a month as far as to like grow your account?
Realistically, I would aim for a minimum of 10%, so that you could look to gain 100 to 120% a year. Because you gotta remember, like, you don't need to be making thousands or hundreds of percents a month, right? All you gotta do is at least double your money every single year, and then compound interest will do the rest.
So like 2.5% per week every month, like a 10% month would be pretty fine, right?
Yeah, if that's something that's sustainable, that's something that's very obtainable, something that could be very easily done.
How's everything with you, fam? You good?
Yeah, bro. Chilling.
How's that baby coming, bro? When it coming? When
Yeah,
it coming?
that too.
September. It's like September 17th.
You excited, bro? You getting like nervous yet?
I am. No, I am not nervous. I mean, I'm just excited. I'm just mentally preparing myself as much as I possibly can.
That's what's up.
September 17th, that's my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's see if she's born on that date. That's the day my God, I can't speak. That's the day the appointment is set for. So
okay.
Let's see.
I mean, bro, you're a trader, so sleep isn't gonna be an issue. You staying up all night with the baby, man, that ain't gonna be an issue for you.
Yeah, nah. Cool.